Hi everyone.
Cheers, guys.
So it's so nice to see you again. It's Thursday.
Thursday.
It is.
I almost said Friday. So what's wrong with us? Why are we earlier for one day?
Yeah, it's a very special event that is coming tomorrow. We're filming one of the videos.
I would say very special people are coming tomorrow.
Yep. So all those crypto clowns who are now promoting LH Crypto are coming tomorrow.
Or we promote.
Tomorrow is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be circus. I say that. But still, the circus is a place of fun, of course. What's the agenda?
Well, we're talking about crypto, bitcoins.
Catherine particularly will talk about crypto, and I'm up for some mundane things, so we decided just to block topics in some
exchange once in a while. We'll talk about stocks like Visa and Deutsche Bank.
Yep, and the overseen merging of Germany's two largest banks.
And you're going to talk about USD falling, just diving down.
Yeah, and how it is connected to Federal Reserve and so on and so forth.
I can't wait to hear about that.
Thank you.
Okay, we're starting with crypto. And my first news about it is actually about Amazon. So they are implementing, they're using bitcoins to, their customers now can purchase goods with bitcoins. How do they do that? They add a browser extension called Moon. This is advertising now. You can attach it to your Coinbase wallet and actually pay with bitcoins for Amazon goods. Now it's only for coins and Amazon, but they're planning to include Walmart and eBay and AliExpress. So basically, very soon you're going to be able to buy goods with bitcoins almost everywhere.
So are you implying that Amazon shares are still worth buying?
Sure. Okay, so what's your news?
Well, my news are coming from Europe, particularly from Europe's largest economy, which is
Germany.
Richtig. Rumors say, coming from very reliable sources, that the year 2019 will see the merge of Germany's two largest banks, which are Deutsche Bank and the Commerzbank. So they're competitors, in fact. Like all major banks, especially in one and the same country, they are fighting for the first and the second place. So the most surprising is the news that they're going to merge. But it is all easily explained since we discovered that this is the idea of a government, because the government sees the need to have a huge financial institution. Which
monopolizing
would be, to say, but they said that at least the reliable source said that government sees this bank is not a competitor for the wallets of common people, but the bank is going to be the huge driver and the huge financial institution which will serve the economy first of all, the export-oriented economy, and that Germany needs such an institution, and the need, is quite scarce, so to say. Although some analytics, like Andreas Plaisir from Warburg, thinks that this is the bank won't survive only on the government support, only on serving the huge businesses, and it will definitely need clients. But, well, this merge would do nothing for Deutsche Bank, because comparing to Deutsche Bank, Commerzbank has just very little pool of clients. So this is nothing for Deutsche Bank, and there are no reasons. But, when government says, who will ever
say no?
Bother. Yeah, so the merge, if it will ever happen, will make this bank the third largest Euros bank after British HSBC and BNP Paribas.
Back to crypto. So I have one more news of Bitcoin coming to our lives, actually to the lives of New Yorkers. It's Liberty X app. With this app, you can buy bitcoins in an ATM. There are several ATMs around New York, and they're only so far they're only allowed to provide this service in New York, but they're planning to expand over the USA.
What I love especially about New York is that it has almost every service a common person would need and even won't need on the streets, you know, like telephones, such automatic, like hot dog machine. Mind guys, that whatever Catherine says, she was not going into particulars, so if you want to read the news in full, just follow the link below this video, which guides you to our website, and read the full block of news, and not only about that. So, our next news are coming from big world companies, which we all know. It's like Visa and Unilever and Shell, so everything which surrounds us in our everyday life almost. And so last week was the right time for making statements for the first quarter of 2018-2019 financial year and reports, for the end of 2018. And so it turned out that, for example, Visa has its net income higher than in the same first quarter, but of the previous financial year, by 18%.
Okay.
80%.
That's
great. It's just 1/5.
So Visa.
1/5. Yep, Visa. So Unilever has its net income for the 2018 calendar year, higher. For almost 1.5 times, and now it tops 9.8 billion euro.
Wow.
Well, I'm just trying to imagine this money.
You just wanted to pronounce it 9.8 billion.
Yes, because to taste it, like some Unilever's chocolate once again. And so the Shell, the oil giant we all know, which become legendary, and the emblem has become legendary. So they have the income for the fourth quarter of 2018 higher for 2.4 times than it was in the same period the year before. Well, they say thank you to the higher oil prices and gas prices, which, according to their analytics, are higher in average by 8% for this period. So that made the company really profitable. So the Shell's financial director confirmed that this cash would be spent for good purposes, because company is planning good for a company, because they're planning a buyback. They're planning a buyback, and by 2020 they're planning to buy back their shares from public to for the price of 25 billion. So they have to earn much more, to achieve this goal.
So you remember that Constantinople hard fork was postponed to February 27th.
Right.
And now, because of the Ethereum guys made a difficulty bomb, which makes it even harder to mine Ethereum now. So miners' daily rewards reduced by 25%. So it is just 25% less. There's 25% less Ethereum available for mining, from 20,000 to 15,000 Ethereum. And in about 2 weeks, Ethereum emission will reduce by 2,000 Ethereum.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. And some people say that the difficulty bomb is going to be to make mining so hard that it can become literally impossible. Can you imagine that? The third crypto coin being impossible to mine.
Well, generally speaking, everything which is about Bitcoin and blockchain, although I'm working in the industry, is impossible to my very simple mind. Well, did you know that Tesla, it's our next news, is in fact the company which always meets the financial loss. I don't know, perhaps this is a business model, but they say that according to their financial statement for 2018, they've lost 976 million.
That's all.
Although the general cash that they generated topped 21.5 billion USD, which is 82% higher than it was in the previous year. Well, suppose they're doing great, and even too great, and the management said that they're planning even to slow down their sales the next year. They're planning to make their most popular Model 3 in 2019 in an amount of about 1,000 cars daily. So still the plans are very optimistic, and perhaps this influenced the rise of Tesla's shares, which are rising from mid-January, and now they cost it's around 300 per share. So think careful of it. Perhaps the company may be a successful investment in the middle range. And finally, my favorite news about the Federal Open Market Committee meeting.
It's like the icing on a cake. You left it for the very, very end. Okay.
But just as much as I was anticipating this part of our analytics, so the world was anticipating, the financial world was anticipating this meeting, because every time they announce the target trains for the federal funds, the world is just, they hold their breath and think, what are they going to say? Because in 2018, Federal Reserve, Federal Committee rose the rates gradually, step by step, forcing its fiscal policy, and they just were expecting everybody was sure that the rate will be at the same rate, excuse me, pardon for saying that, the same level as it was, but they were expecting some hints, some innuendos about what to expect, until the next meeting in spring, and that was sensational, because it's just the way the announcement looks, it's corrected here and there, and it was said that although the situation in economy is great everywhere, job rate is fine, unemployment is diminishing, so everything is developing, but it's developing not in a strong pace, but in a solid pace. It's just the one word changed, but the whole market turned upside down, and
so they expected high rate.
USD experienced quite a strong downfall. Committee said they decided to maintain the target range, like I said, on the same level, and they definitely advise that due to muted inflation pressures, the committee will be patient, as they said, in the further movements, which means that strengthening of the fiscal policy is not likely to happen. So as soon as I finished my much anticipated but so much boring part about Federal Open Market Committee, we have come to the right moment to say goodbye. So it's so unusual to say goodbye without knowing that just in a couple of hours you are going to the bar, to the disco, and whenever we financial guys are going on Friday evening. But still, we are expecting much fun, and so don't miss our Crypto Clowns final show for the first season. It soon be uploaded. It's just the closing of the season. A big moment for every series. Closing of the first season. In fact, it's a big moment to have season at all. At least one for most of the series.
May the Prophet be with you.
May the Prophet be with you, and here comes the fun with the Prophet. Okay, so bye bye, have a great weekend.